of people don't want you to change because if you don't have certain boundaries with people and you start, setting certain boundaries with people, you start changing and doing things different. You don't want to do things the way you used to do things. You don't want to deal with them the way you used to deal with them. You want to change things about yourself. So certain things that you're going to change about yourself, certain things that were going on and the way that you were dealing with them was a certain way. So once that changed and it's not the way that it was and it's not beneficial to them anymore, or it doesn't help them grow, they're gonna have a problem with it. So that's why a lot of people don't want you to change. That's why a lot of people don't like that, because once you start to do that and once you change and you start setting boundaries and you start doing things different, it most likely is going to change their access to you. It's going to change the way that your relationship kind of was with the person. It's going to change the way that you did certain things. Everything is going to change. It's not going to be the way that they wanted to, or very accessible how they had it before. So a lot of people don't want to see you change. A lot of people are not going to be a cheerleader for your change. Have an attitude about things. They're gonna feel a certain way. They're gonna start playing victim. They're gonna make it seem like it's about them. You don't care about them. And to an extent, maybe depending on how the relationship is changing, like, okay, maybe it's not about them anymore. But for the most part, it's the changes that you want to make. It's the things that you want to do. But they'll make it about them because their access has changed. They'll make it about them because now you have boundaries set that you didn't have before. They'll make it about them because now you're not accepting less. You're not accepting maybe the bare minimum. You're not dealing with the bullshit, the toxic shit, the nonsense, the just unnecessary shit that don't nobody want to deal with. And you want to grow, and they might not want to grow. So since they don't want to grow, they're not going to want you to grow either, which is understandable. So we all know that that's going to come into play when things like this happen, when changes happen, when people don't want to do certain things anymore, when people aren't accepting the way things used to be and are actually put in motion and put in different steps, put in different hobbies, different patterns into their life now. Now they're not doing certain things that they were doing anymore. Like, we're gonna see that. And you might get out of certain people that, they're excited for you. And for the most part, you're gonna get out of people that feel some type of way. And it's not gonna be the same that they wanted to, that they're gonna be mad. They're gonna do the blame game. All that is gonna come into play. All that shit is gonna happen. So you just gotta be well aware and ready for it, that people don't want to change. People don't want to see you grow. People don't want to see you better. People don't do better. People don't want to see you elevate. People don't want the access that they have to you and certain things to change, because then most of the time that puts it on them to, now they have to change. Now they have to elevate. Now they have to grow up. Now they have to figure it out on their own. Now they can't use you as a savior. Now they have to put in the work themselves. So most of the time, they're going to have an attitude. They're going to feel some type of way. They're going to say whatever type of things that they feel, or to try to make you feel bad about the decision that you're trying to make for yourself. That's just the way that this shit happened. That's just the way that the cookie crumbles. Sad to say.